All right. Okay. Welcome, 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 guys. I will be right back. I just gotta grab some water and turn this light on, and I will be right back, guys. So sorry about that, guys. How is everybody doing? Z, we will be on the call after this. Naldo, Angel, Sean. Guys, no. Always on. Always. It just helps with the lighting. Oh, well, y'all can't even see my beautiful face. There we go. How is everybody doing tonight? How are you guys doing? I have not dropped the link. I actually literally just got off the call. It was actually a translation call, which is something I have never done before, which was very unique. Never done anything like that before. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. Awesome, Sean. I'm glad you're doing... Oh, that's why I'm logged into the wrong account. Okay. 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 Sorry, guys. As you, it's 11:10. Let's see here. Just sending it in some chats. But as always, guys, go ahead and clear out the distractions. Go to the bathroom if you need to. Turn off the music. Get everything out of your way. It is class time. The most famous time of the day. Serving it up. Trade house. Wait. Okay. All right. Go to the trade house page here. All right. Not gonna spend a whole bunch of time on that one. There we go. Okay. What we doing for NFP? I am in the midst of finishing off these 16 tabs to focus on the charts. Zach, do you have any information for them for NFP? Steven, I'm doing well as well, brother. Thank you, Steven. And awesome. What's up, Daniel? How are you doing? Yes, so for anybody who's ready for NFP, go ahead and no, dude. Yeah, Zach, if you wouldn't mind, just let them know what we are going to be doing for NFP. Anybody, if you are ready, we already know that NFP is going to be in what? 9 hours, right? It's like 9 hours from now. When NFP is going to go down. That is the non-farm payroll, as you should know. I will be sharing analysis. Pay attention to the trading group Facebook fan page. Will be personally trading live, so I will also be dropping that information on the trade house page as well. So we will have that link sent out. Just make sure that you are awake and you are, you're ready. Not that you wake up 5 minutes before the news drops. Don't do that. Link updates incoming. Alternately, the early bird list is on ZA Specialties. So there you go, with some additional training bonuses to come. Awesome, Zach. That is awesome to hear. So guys, take advantage of that. It is 11:13 right now. So we'll get started in here in about 2 minutes. Just pulling up my charts here. What is going on? Why does this look like this? Trading view. Okay. Just do it the normal way. All right. All right. So it is 11:14. Give it one more minute. Hi guys, where can I find the link once it's up? Sorry if you are said already. Just got on for NFP. Franco, it's no problem. I will have the link. Zach wrote it up in the chat. I know he'll drop the link here again, and not only that, I will have that also promoted on the Trade House Facebook page, so you will be able to access that information. All right, Cowie, I got you. I've got some other I've got some calls to make, so it might be like a little bit later tonight, but I know that's not a problem for you, brother. So yes, I will definitely hit you up, Cowie. But everybody, once again, thank you so much for being here tonight with me to help be the co-creation of this event tonight. And let's be ready. You know, I also, hold on. I would also like to know the follow-up on the homework. Who in here did their homework? I'm very curious to know. Who in here, and honestly, this call might not go on too long because, you know, for my pairs, we'll go ahead and get it started. So, like something I just wanted to show you guys. You know, with the current state of the market for me, for my pairs, they have only been fluxing all day within 100 pips. Now, and odd USD is at this is like 130 pips. I didn't trade any of this, so I mean, this was a very textbook run right here. I didn't take advantage of it. I wasn't seeing it when it happened. So, like I said, the market hasn't been going off like crazy. Everything is slowing down right now, especially anything that applies to the dollar. It is all, you know, not that it's bad or anything. You can certainly be making money. I mean, it's still moving pips, but for me personally, we are going in for NFP. This isn't a day. I do not trade on the day before NFP, and it's not because I'm scared or anything. It's just that I want to be ready for NFP, I guess, in a sense that just for me personally, that's just the way I would like to do it. So, just paid for a ticket, info, your NFP stream, Z, so pump for it, Sean, that's awesome. We got Pokemon to catch. Yeah. Okay. All right, get it. All right, read it. I love outwitting the devil. Done. So awesome. And what was the first homework assignment? Number 1 was Naked Forex, to get through the first 2 chapters of it. What did you guys get from it? Did you listen to what he said when he was talking about the introduction to Forex and how the visibility of the market has been skewed to perceive and project a certain way based off of indicators that they put on top of the market for you, that they teach you, that is good. Now I want you to understand that there's nothing wrong with that, but I hope that everybody got it and that everybody read it. Now, for the people that did read it, let me type to me what you got from it. I don't care if you've already read the book. I've already read the book too. So just let me know and let the others know as well what you gathered from it. What was it that really moved you to say, you know, like Standard Investing just said, indicators suck. I personally do agree with that. Not that all indicators are bad. I wouldn't, the word suck is not the right word. Indicators are useful to a sense, useful to a point. So they are useful, but only to a point. And even at that point, what you do with the information is going to dictate how valuable those indicators that you use might be. Now, get into that in just a second. I want everybody, with your distractions out of the way, with the pen and paper down, the book down, get off Facebook, get off Instagram, get off Snapchat, all of it. It is all relevant right now. We're here. Now, we're going to do what we always do. Jimmy, what's good, brother? What is good? It is good to see you, man. Price is more important than any indicator. So, guys, close your eyes. Listen to this music and listen to my voice. Do nothing but take some big, deep breaths right now. As we move forward from this point forward, with not just in a couple of hours or not just in a couple of days, but moving forward on through life, what should we improve on as individuals? I really, truly do feel that the reason why we're here, why we are all co-creating this existence together, is because we are here to learn. We are here to grow. This will never stop. Even as you take Forex into your life, and this is the thing that you feel can truly help you, you will always become a student. You will always be a student to the market. It's not that you're going to learn something today and that is the golden ticket to get to the chocolate factory. The golden ticket, just like Mr. Eddie Viteri said, is knowledge. It is not anything that you can look at on a computer screen when you're looking at charts or listening to somebody else. It is about true self-reflection. We are here gathered tonight to co-create an environment for people who are desperately looking for something more. Continue your breathing. Big breaths in and big breaths out as we continue to search for the answers, and as we look at Forex into a much more developed sense, that we are no longer giving only 80% or 60% or 85% to Forex. We understand that we are here for a reason, so we will give it all, because you are already that wonderful Forex trader. You are already where you want to be. I will continue to affirmate this into your subconscious. You are hearing my words. I repeat these same words for a reason. Just like when you listen to the music that you listen to, and you listen to it over and over and over again, just like we all do. You are implanting the subliminal meanings of these songs, good or bad, into your subconscious. And that is exactly why we do these every night, because people must be affirmed with the right words. Open your eyes. Guys, once again, I want to thank you so much for being here. And just like what I was saying, when I tell you guys to remove the indicator, or remove the distractions, remove all of these different things, I was just telling the Costa Rica team about this. Do you guys really know? Hold on. I'll have to watch the replay later. Got to start work early today, sadly. Have a good class, everyone. I'll watch you all next time if I don't see you at the NFP stream. Sean, thank you so much for being here, brother. Go take care of what you need to, and we will see you Sunday night, because we're not streaming. We don't go on Fridays, so Sunday will be the day, brother. And I will see you on there. Is on the NFP call. So you have a good one, brother. Work hard. But guys, hold on. Powerful, Mike. The sudden open your eyes is interesting shifting state. Thank you, Zach. I do that for a reason, guys. When you've dealt with your entire day, even me, when we go on and we do all of the whatever it is, when you finally come back in and you're in where you need to be in a comfortable zone, this is when your most valuable time is spent learning. That you're not going to be distracted with so many different things. It's not like you just walked into your room or walked into your house after going shopping, filling up gas, paying a bill, hanging out at somebody's house, driving for an hour and a half. You bring all that with you if you just sit down and just start looking at charts or doing anything that you're doing. So you must always be taking time out of your day to, constantly just be with yourself. So that was the second homework assignment that I had given everybody last night. Who followed up with their second assignment? Who looked at charts today and gave themselves 15 minutes or 20 minutes of their own time to themselves? Here come the hiccups. As they always do. They always come. Who in here And if you have it, if this is the first time you hear it, you didn't hear it from yesterday. The homework assignment that you have, pick up your pen right now. This is it. Number 1 assignment. You must take 10 to 15 to 20 minutes to literally pull yourself away from whatever it is that you are dealing with all day. If you don't, the thing is that I cannot stress it enough. Why do you say the same things every day, Mike? It's because what I have heard, what I have understood about life in general is such the simplest things that we don't do. We know what we need to be doing on a daily basis, but if you don't have somebody, a voice in your head telling you what it is that you need to be pushing at every single day that you're awake with your goal setting, honestly, is just as important as it is in Forex. It is not only important there, it is important to every single other aspect of your life. If you wake up in the morning and you don't know what you want out of the day, now that comes to Forex. This comes to what chores around the house or around wherever that you need to get done at work. Do you know what you need to do to complete productivity? So then you can leave room for creativity. If you are only focused on the production of the day, if you only are looking to build more or make more, then that's all you're going to be focused on. And I can promise you that is not the way that people do things. They have a balance between the male and female energy that we all have. It is the law of gender. We all in this world today live in a male energy. Now, what do I mean by that? How even when we go to a job, we are all in an internship, like I said yesterday. I have to outwork you guys. I have to, because it only makes sense. They're not going to pick me if I don't do the best, if I do not produce the most, if I do not make the most, whatever it is. We are consumed by such energy to where we feel that we must dominate, we must push forward every single day, that we cannot look back, that we must have an analytical direction for everything that we do. And now here you have the tiny little female energy that is being completely consumed. It's like 95 to 5%. And I've experienced this in my own personal life, and this is where I speak from that experience, that I never left room for the free thinking, for the free flowing energy, for the creativity, and for the ideas to come to me, to have the ability to generate something out of nothing, such as music, such as thought, such as mind-pushing conversations with other people. That is another part of the energy that I'm talking about that maybe you may or may not be experiencing. As you set your goals, as you set the standard for yourself on a daily basis, you must have that male energy. You must know what you need to get done on a daily basis. So guess what? Another homework assignment that I want you guys to do over the weekend. This is the homework assignment I want. I want you tonight or today, whatever time it is for you, you must have a plan of action. Just like what Zach said, if you do not have a plan of action, guys, you are walking into the woods blind. You will take a left, then a right, then a left, then another left, then a right, then a left, then a right. And you didn't want to do anything but walk in a straight line. But it's like when we walk through our daily life, we know what we need to get done, and then bam, something else comes up. And then there we go. We're not on to our plan anymore. Now we're dealing with this over here. Now consider the fact that when you start dealing with this thing over here, that this new thing is going to pop up and start aspiring, and now you're going to go do that thing. And then it does it again. And then it does it again. And then at the end of the day, Think about it, 7 hours later, when you should have gotten this and this and this done because this was priority, it didn't get done. This creates conflict in your mind. This creates, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I can't manage myself. We all do that. Every single one of us does not abide by the schedule that we create. One of the most important things that I have ever learned from a millionaire, that the only millionaire that I personally ever had the ability to talk to and honestly generate conversation with and learn from, there was nothing that the woman could teach me besides the fact that she had a calendar of a planner. That's the word I was looking for. She had a planner, and it was so filled with information. If we wanted to meet up with her, it had to be on her time. It had to be written in. It had to be scheduled in. The house that she currently lives in is the house. The person who owned that house before her owns HBO. And I'm not saying that just for any reason. I'm just saying that it is what I couldn't believe. In my entire life, I have never had anybody but her come up to me and say, what do you do in 3 hours? What can you do, Mike? What do you get done in 3 hours of time? What can you get done? And honestly, I didn't have an answer for that. I said, well, I could do this and I could do this. She said, stop. And then she opened up her spiral. She said, look at what I got done in 3 hours. She had 12 business calls. She owns a real estate company. She showed 6 houses. She ate, she worked out, and she read her book that she all read. She had 12 calls, showed houses, worked out, and did some of her own personal things within a 3-hour increment time. That's something, and I think about that in my life. If I were to do that, I could have spanned that out into a 14-hour period. That I would have taken a break, or done whatever. Taken a call, taken a break, done whatever. Taken a call. She did 12. Bam, 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 bam. I mean, just quick and concise and to the point. She knew exactly what she needed to get done in that particular day. So homework assignment. Write down tonight what you want done tomorrow. I don't care what it is. You can have 3 things on there. Do you need to wash your car? Do you need to do your laundry? Do you need to back test yourself on what you have done in the markets before and in all of your trades before? Do you need to clean your house? Do you need to do what? I mean, guys, do you need to read the next 2 chapters of Forex Factory? Which you do. Another homework assignment. You must have a schedule. And if this is something, and the funny thing is what do I keep saying? We already know what we need to do. This isn't something new. This isn't something that you guys haven't heard before. This is something that school taught us. We showed up at this time, we did this, we ate, we did this, we went home. We all followed that schedule, and you got punished if you did not follow up with the schedule. If you were held accountable for homework, you were held accountable for all of these things, having an ID, not having your cell phone, wearing a uniform, whatever, and you were punished. Consider that fact. You were punished for not completing the obligations. Do that to yourself. If you do not complete the things that you set out the night before, you woke up at a certain time, you told yourself you were going to wake up at this time, and you woke up 4 hours later, punish yourself. What do I mean by that? Don't watch Netflix. Don't go out. Don't eat that thing that you want to eat today. Stay inside. Go mow the lawn. Go work out. Go do something and get yourself to the point to where, hey, if I don't get this done, I'm going to hold myself accountable. And if I don't get this done, this will happen. If you don't, a really bad thing that can happen is if you do everything that I'm telling you, and you write all this stuff down, and you don't get it done, and you don't punish yourself, then you're going to say, well, I don't have to obey this system because obviously nothing happened. I'm telling you that even though it's a system that you created, you in your own mind, in your own consciousness, will be able to say, hey, well, that's fine. I don't really have to do it. Okay, well, 13 years later, you're going to be saying the same thing. I have been doing it for a very long time. When I was working at pizza places and a taco shop, I did 10 years in the food industry. January 3rd, January 15th, as a matter of fact, is when I quit. And I remember that the only thing that I was focused on for that day was going to work and getting off. That I knew that I had to be at work at this time. That's when my day started. I did not do anything before I had to go to work. I slept all the way up until that point until then, bam, I had to go to work. Okay, so at work, I just, autopilot all the way through. I don't generate productivity. Sometimes I did. Let me be clear, but I'm being real. There was a lot of times that I would just be on autopilot, that I was just there waiting to get off so that I could go do the things that I wanted to do. Not the things that I necessarily needed to do, but I wanted to go to that party, or I wanted to just go home and play video games, or I wanted to do this or do that. And I never held myself accountable. How does this all come back into trading? You can hear it, right? You hear exactly what I'm saying and how this all applies back into Forex. What you do out here applies in the middle. The middle is trading. I love watching these live streams from the Trade House. Mike Miles always giving the nuggets. Demetrius, thank you, brother. And I'm ready to catch those pips as well. Thank you. For me, it's already beyond midnight. So what are we doing today? Exactly. Guys, you must have a structure. You must have a system in place for yourself. When you, and here, think about it this way. If trading is something that you were done taking as a hobby and you're ready to turn it into a business, you must have these things affirmated around you. If you can start to stick to one pair, stick to certain time zones, try different trading style, follow up with your risk management. You either catch your amount of pips or you don't. The point is that you are trying. This ultimately, this principle, this lifestyle, this mindset change that you could start having with Forex, you will naturally start to notice that it will start to show up in other aspects of your life. You might start eating at the same time every day. You may start eating the right things every day. I think I get hiccups because I talk. I get hiccups every single day. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. Let's take some breaths. Breathe in. Why do we feel so much better as human beings after we take big, deep breaths? And I know why. And it's because I've been talking and talking and talking, and I'm not taking breaths. I'm not breathing. So I just wanted to bring my energy back down. I want to be right here with you. I'm not yelling at you guys. We are brothers and sisters. And I'm just I suffer the same exact problems that you guys do. I face the same struggles that you guys do. We are all the same. I know that a lot of the stuff, I say it again. Guys, one thing that I have learned more than anything in life, not even just with Forex, in meeting trading, meeting Mr. Zach on this call, and he's here with us today. Namaste. I have always been trying to understand more. if there's something that I didn't understand, I naturally try to hunt it down. Now, with Forex, with the losses that I've taken, I did used to think that maybe this isn't for me, or maybe that I'm not smart enough, or I'm not good enough, or I don't understand enough, or I don't have this, or I don't have that, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny because I've done the same thing with other aspects in my life. Skateboarding, video games, truth-seeking. Once I developed this library of information, what was I going to do with it? All different types of, limitations that I have set on myself. Why do you think that I make you guys close your eyes and hear me? Do you do this with yourself on a daily basis? Do you talk to yourself? Do we develop our own personal goals that we keep to ourselves, that we hold our own selves accountable? We can always look outside of ourselves and blame the charts, blame the market makers, blame the guy you took the signal from, blame your educator, blame whoever, blame Obama, blame just whoever. How many times are we going to do that? How many times are we going to continue to not look at the core root, the common denominator of all of our problems? It is us. It is the awareness level and the mindset that you are not pulling in to yourself. We can hold everybody else accountable. You can do it all the time. Hey, you said you were going to do this, but you did that. Okay, and then therefore you might be mad at that person. But guess what? You might have done that exact same thing to maybe another person, or the exact same thing done in a different manner. I cannot... Okay, how about this? Everybody in here can look at these charts, and we can all see, we can all identify right now support and resistance. Let's do it. I mean, over and over and over. You guys could see this information without me drawing lines, right? Definitely, 100%, because I believe that. You could probably also see that there is Fibonacci retracements within this, without even me having to draw the fib. Well, let's draw it, just so we can look at it and then take it away. So as you look at these smaller blue lines, you see that there is price bouncing off of our Fibonacci zones. It's here. I think everybody here, unless you are brand spanking new, everybody has learned all of this. This doesn't take long. It's truly not hard to trade Forex, guys. To physically do the act of trading Forex. To literally look at a chart and say, guess what? You know what? I think that it's going to go up. Or, hey, I think it's going to go down because of XYZ. A 4-year-old can do this, guys. Literally. And I'm not saying that to diminish anybody's character or mine. It's just that this is simple, guys. This is not hard. This is not something that is rocket science that requires all different types of math. This is why my streams, I feel, are different than a lot of other people's, is because you will get that information. You will be told, this is how you trade. This is what you're supposed to do. This is where you're supposed to draw your lines. This is where you're doing this and this and that, right? You hear this all the time. I personally feel that that is oversaturated. I feel like you guys are not getting the information that I'm sharing in other places. Now, there are other places that are in the exact same mindset that I'm in. Trade-in, for example. But there are people in this call that I know for a fact that have all been shown the same exact information that I have on how to systematically look at a chart. We've done it. And I have plenty of videos to prove it. I do that every day. I find myself giving myself advice, always pushing myself no matter how I tried, I may seem, no matter where my mindset is at that moment, I never stop working on myself. Demetrius, that is awesome, brother. Ronaldo, well, why is it that 90% of people lose in trading Forex? Because 90% of the people that trade, okay, 90% of retail traders, sold, just individual traders, me, you, us, guys, is because we are all following the same psychological principles that we have been taught. What do I mean by that? Is exactly what I have been saying. We all, every time that you might hop onto a Forex webinar, they're only going to talk about where you should be drawing supply and demand zones, or where we should be drawing trend lines, or where we should be doing this, and how you have the ability to identify where it's bouncing within channels, or what is an RSI, or what does an ADX say. Guys, but that is the problem. This kind of information is so completely oversaturated. So if you understand that money is made, money is not something that just it comes out of nowhere. It is printed. There is a numerical value that we as human beings have set on money, right? Therefore, humans control money. We control money. With that being said, how stupid would it be to consider the fact that the market that trades money is not controlled? This market is controlled, guys. It has to make sense for the people who are moving billions of dollars a day. Okay? With that being said, the people who are losing are the people who are following that same principle that has been instituted through such avenues, such as baby pips, for example. Now, granted, there is nothing wrong with baby pips. I am not diminishing that website in any way, shape, or form. I have been through it. But what what baby pips doesn't teach you is the psychological aspect. There is so much psychology that comes into trading. What did I mean when I was talking about how people that have to stab each other and cutthroat each other to get to the top? The only person that you have to cutthroat is yourself. There is nobody on the other side of a computer screen anywhere that is after your $100 account or your $1,000 account or your $100,000 account. Nobody's after it because it is such a minuscule value based off of what they are doing, but you are following into a principle, into a system that they created. That system has been put out through all different avenues of Forex trading. Everybody learns the same thing. Like you said, Ronaldo, 90% of people all learned the exact same thing. The 10% that did learn the exact same thing learned that you must do things differently. What do I mean by that? I need you guys to understand this. I need it. It's so critical. If there's one thing that you pull out of this webinar, is that the world is not just going to hand you something. If it was that simple, everybody would be hopping on the Forex, and then there would be 90% winners and 10% losers. So what everybody else is doing, try the opposite. Just being real, 100%. If 90% of people lose, then follow what they do and literally do the opposite. It's such a reverse psychology thing to contemplate and to understand. Because if you don't, you will fall into that 90%. That has all going to say, but I had 3 confirmations. It was bouncing off of a zone. And my moving average indicated that it was oversold, so it has to go up. It has to, right? And then what ends up happening? It moves 50 pips in the wrong direction, and then there it goes. that the technical analysis was correct, that Baby Pips' things were correct. But it's the psychology that they do. It's that when you are in trades, now granted, think about it this way. When it's hitting a support line, all of retail is getting in because everybody is looking at the exact same thing you are. So everybody's getting in. Everybody's following the leader, even though you don't realize it, because everybody in the world is, everybody who's looking at odd USD, for example, sees that it's hitting this bottom, right? It's right here. Okay, so what they will do now, granted, this doesn't happen every single time, but what they will do is that they will see that these orders are placed. They will therefore move price down. If everybody goes in on a buy and it starts breaking through a zone and everybody starts to say, look, it's going down, it hit it, buy. Okay, what do you think the market is going to do? It has to make sense, right? It has to make sense for them. It has to make sense for them to make money. So what are they going to do? They're going to move price down. They're going to get everybody who bought in, retail traders. Listen, retail traders are all going to buy in within 10 to 15 pips of each other. Everybody. And now if they are following within risk management, or they do not have, or I'm sorry, if they are not following within their own risk management, if they just bought in, they didn't have a pending order placed, that they're going to go negative instantly. They are going to hit maybe their stop loss. Maybe they're going to blow their account because they had 19 different things telling them that it was going to move in this direction. Well, everybody else also got those 19 confirmations, and the market wants that money. So the market is going to move down or into the direction that it shouldn't for a certain amount of time. Now that can be an hour, that can be an entire day, it can be whatever amount of time, and then and only then does it continue that move. I know this is a difficult thing to understand. I know that this is not something easily wrapped your head around. Ronaldo, everybody else, ask your questions if you do not get what I'm saying. They will play off of what you see. Get you in, take your money, and then make the move. How many times have you guys in here thought that it was going to go down? You thought it was going to go down and you sold it. You sold it. Granted, it might show you some pips. It might. But what in the example that I'm using, what is it going to do? It's going to move up. Not every single time. But when you see, I'm telling you, when you have this all moment, you'll see it. You'll see it. It is apparent. So Ronaldo, to specifically answer your question, what is the different technique? The techniques are fine. Channel trading, supply and demand zone trading, it's your patience. It is you. It is when you have a visible, clear understanding of the market. If you don't, they are going to play off of your psychology. They are going to get you in because all sorts of different things are going to tell you that the market is going to move in a certain direction. There you go. Off you go into the trade because of this and this and this and this, because that is what you have learned. You have not learned what the 10% understand. You are in that 90% that is all doing the same thing. Does this make sense? Are you hearing me? We are all following the same principles that they use, that they gave us to therefore trade off of. Now, granted, some people might be shown 20, 30, 40 pips, 5 pips, 1 pip, whatever it is. It happens all the time. It is not the market. It is you. They are not after your account. And yes, Ronaldo, yes. And when you got out, it retraced. It is a difficult thing to understand, and I know it is. I know, because this is something that has always applied to me through the music industry, through the food, on how they make GMO products, cars, subliminal imaging in movies and music, and even advertisements on billboards or logos for companies, when you understand that all of the information is right here in front of your face, you can't close your eyes again. You have to understand that patience is absolutely key. This market, have you seen The Matrix? Do you understand when they said the red pill and the blue pill? You all took the red pill when you decided to start learning Forex. This is how far the rabbit hole is getting, and it's never going to stop getting deeper. You are in line with other traders who have learned the exact same philosophy on the market. You must therefore understand that the technical analysis and all of these things could be 100% right. But if you get in at the wrong time, or you get out at the wrong time, or you are not personally ready, and that's what everything comes back to, how you approach the market. If you are not approaching the market in the fashion that you should be, which is a clear level mind, just look. You're not thinking about anything else. You're having a wonderful time. Everything is nice. Everything is going well. You're full. Your stomach is full. You have a glass of water. You've gone to the bathroom. All of it. It all comes back, guys. I've tried to think of 1,000 different ways to say it, but it is so true. It is 100% true, guys. Chance, I'm happy that I'm blowing your mind. Adam, valuable info. That's great. Ronaldo, it's like they don't want us to make money. Of course they don't want you to make money. Y'all understand that, right? Of course they don't want you to make money. Because if you're not a docile workforce that just learns something and then applies it to push the line, then you're going to continue to push the line that they have wanted you to. It is one of the biggest, deepest understanding. This market is designed to take money from people. It is exactly what they want. They want your money. So understand that they're not going after you personally. There is no market maker that is tagging you as an individual. You are just following in line with everybody else. That is why 90% of people all lose in Forex and then quit. Do you guys hear me? Are you understanding what I'm saying to a metaphysical level? That they don't want you to eat. The idea of money is designed to where people control it and everybody else works for it. That is the physical idea of money. That there is a room of control and that there is an ocean of slavery. There is a beautiful quote by, I don't even remember who, so one of the guys that used to wear a wig in history. He said, "Give me control over a nation's currency, and I don't care who makes its laws." Think about what that means. They don't care about Republican and Democrat, black and white, male or female, gay or straight. They perpetuate that idea. They feed off of that idea, because if they can keep people on a polarity consciousness to where they don't understand this signal right here, you must have balance, guys. You are not one-sided. You are not black and white, male and female, boy or girl, right and wrong, dog and cat. We are a oneness with everything. These people that we're talking about are desperately trying to not make sure that you guys don't understand that. They don't want you to learn this information, because if you did, their system would fail. This is applied in Forex. All of retail trading is designed on a psychological level. Got you, Mike. Been in this 3 months and still learning stuff day by day. Michael, you will be learning until the day you stop trading. I'm getting educated on money. Love it. Chance, I'm always glad that you're here, brother. Shit's getting deep tonight. Gotta be smarter than the market. It's hard out here for a pip. Standard, that was good. Actionable info. Yes, Zach. Namaste. Guys, there's a reason why I always bring the same value. And I hope that I portrayed that opinion into you guys tonight. Going forward, hold on, now, let's take some breaths. 3 big deep breaths. Try to understand the implications that you are a slave. I don't care who you are. I certainly do not care if you are a boy or girl or your skin color. We have a lot of that going on in the media right now. And there is a reason why it is pushed and perpetuated into the media, because they will always make sure that people are more focused on battling each other than battling the core fundamental problem. We here, close your eyes, take in a glass of water, take your breaths. Guys, if you have read Outwitting the Devil, then you must have a good grasp of everything that I was just talking about. If we, as a unity, as a collected mass consciousness, starts to understand this, not just in Forex, but to a deeper sense of things, that they are dying to control us. They need a workforce. If you are here for the night that I watched or I played the video, are you a connector? In 1917, they made the public education system, the IRS, and the Federal Reserve because they understood what they were creating. They created, 10, 15 generations of the human race to production. Remember what I was speaking about earlier. Keep your breathing up. Remember what I was speaking about, the male and female energy of things. What did I say the male energy was comprised of? Productivity. What did our grandparents and our grandparents' parents and their grandparents, what was their life focused on? If we go back to the 30s, it was about work. It was about staying alive. It was about making sure that you could eat. Finally, when things start to slow down a little bit, people were more concerned about getting a job, getting a good career, and pushing the line, introducing productivity so they could work for X amount of years and be able to retire off of the work that they had created, off of the production that they had generated. The system doesn't work. As we can see now, we're 60 years later, or almost 100 years later, and it doesn't work. Mathematically, it doesn't make sense. Continue your breathing. Everybody that I'm speaking to tonight, I really hope that you guys understand that I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to your consciousness right now. It is time to wake up. It is time that we come together. It is not time for us to battle each other, to exploit the differences that we all share and play off of it and manipulate it, and then develop all different types of mindsets and understandings that we are all different, because that is what's been created. You either a blue or a white collar. Hell, even true slavery that was comprised of color even existed at that point in time. We are not that age anymore. We are the human species that is going to free the human species. The people that I am talking to, y'all must understand that you are showing up to these webinars not just to learn how to trade Forex, but as we commune together and co-create these interactions that we have with one another, that the ideas and and the education and the knowledge that we can all share with one another is something no generation has ever had. As we continue to move forward, guys, not especially with Forex, but not just Forex, have your intentions on full focus, that you will continue to push every day to not just your own mutual gain, but to everybody's gain, to the knowledge that people don't have, to the money they don't have, to the relationships and love that people are missing more so than ever. We are all on social media and we all see what's going on right now. The world needs love, guys. Open your eyes. I want to thank everybody for being here with me tonight. I cannot truly express enough that we are all that same consciousness coming together. Back in 2012, when we all thought the world was going to end, or whatever you thought, it was just the end of a particular age. And now we are here and we are coming together. It almost brings me to tears to even be considered a factor. I am nothing. I am what we're looking at. I am one of those infinite stars, just like you guys are. There's nothing. I hold nothing from people. I wish that I could just unplug my brain as a USB and plug it into yours and take yours and plug it into me. But we have to communicate through voice, through action, through intent. After so many times someone said to us, think outside the box. It took a while, but yes, we are being manipulated to do like robots do. Hey, Mike, reframe that. This is very true, Zach. It's not that I am nothing. I am all powerful. I am. Thank you, Zach, for that level of accountability. Did you just see that? Did you just see this beautiful work of the universe in action right there? Zach corrected me. Not in a diminishing way, but just to say, no, you are not nothing. You are. All of us are. We are all powerful beings. Don't ever say to yourself, do not make the mistake that I just made. I am not nothing. I am not a failure. I am not too short. I'm not too stupid. I am none of it. I am what I choose to believe. I am all powerful. I am Mike Miles. I am an ascended being. I am going to give this information out every single day, every single conversation that I ever do. Anybody that I talk to, you will walk right up to me and you will hear the same thing come out of my mouth as it did tonight. Are we going to be streaming on YouTube for NFP? I'll let Zach answer that question. In all reality, we are everything. Yin and yang, guys. Namaste. I hope that you guys really got something out of this call. your homework, write down what you are going to do tomorrow. Write down what you're going to do for the next week if you can. Accomplish these goals. Don't just write it on a piece of paper, close the spiral, and then set it down. And then don't open it until the next time I ask you to. Get through the next couple of chapters in Forex, Naked Forex. Get through the things that you need to get through, guys. Every single day. And do not stop until you are finished. Because I promise, as much as we all like to say that we're lazy and that, oh, we do this and, oh, you know, humans are just docile creatures. No, you are going to get those things done. You will, you can, and you must. Namaste. Guys, I want to thank every single one of you again. As always, please just screenshot it and share it on social media. Tag me, tag the DFW Trade House. And guys, I hope that everybody is ready for NFP tomorrow. Zach, well, he's already dropping it off right now. So with that being said, guys, I want everybody to have a powerful night, a powerful weekend, a powerful NFP, or a knowledgeable NFP. Continue with your development on yourself, your finances, your health, your wealth, your creativity, your understanding, and your awareness. What about baby pips? Baby pips is absolutely fine, Ronaldo. It's just what you do with the information. Are there two different DFW Trade House Facebook pages? No one has posted anything in the one I'm in on the 29th. Oh, we have a closed Facebook group. So, Angel, if you're not a part of that, let me know. And send me a message on this chat, and I will add you to it. So, with that being said, guys, I want to thank every single one of you guys. And we will see you on that NFP call tomorrow with Trade-In. Love you all, guys. Y'all have a great night.